Good evening once again and welcome to UBC News Tonight. Today on the 7th of August 2026 with me, Sharon Kyomugisha. Welcome to UBC News Tonight, the last bulletin of today. We start off with our top stories where President Museveni has directed government to crack down on absenteeism, corruption and medicine shortages in public health facilities, warning that health workers who fail to serve the public will be replaced by qualified young professionals. Speaking to the NRM Parliamentary Caucus in Munyonyo, the President also ordered action against the theft of parish development model funds and urged legislators to take a leading role in exposing corruption and improving service delivery. Details follow.
Things which are disturbing the population are now the following, which we should really see how to deal with. The first one is health. Health needs to be addressed. Number one, there is some corruption in the health centers. You don't find drugs there. I don't know what the problem is with the drugs. Is it because they are being stolen? Or is it because we are under budgeting? What is the problem? So we shall have to discuss it in the cabinet. We shall have to discuss it in the cabinet. So you have that problem of shortage of drugs. People go to the health centers, they are told to go and buy from the shops. This is very dangerous. It should stop. I'm going to bring it up in the cabinet, but I would also like you to take it up and check what is the problem. Are the drugs not enough? Is it because we are under budgeting? Or is it because the drugs are being diverted? Because I have heard of these drugs going into Congo, the neighboring countries, and also being found in the private shops. And yet they are supposed to be government of Uganda punched with the government of Uganda stamp. Then you get the problem of the doctors not being present. Absenteeism. Now, apparently, that was why there was a big cry for paying the intern students. When the bishops came to see me, they told me that you are now killing us. If you don't pay the interns, they are the only ones who have been in the hospital. They are the only ones you find there. Because for them, they don't have private practice. Otherwise, the other doctors are in their private practice. They have little time to spend in the hospitals. So I'm going really through cabinet, I don't want to talk prematurely here, but in the cabinet, I want to make proposals to really end this problem. And we can end it because we have got a lot of doctors. Some of the doctors are even not working in the government. They don't have jobs. You find they are graduates, but they are not yet taken up by the government. They are qualified doctors, young but qualified. Priority is the railway, electricity, irrigation, some of the roads, not all the roads, but some of them, and others, the Maram ones to be maintained as Maram but maintained, but people don't listen. Districts, city, if you don't now, no vote, no city, no vote. So now, Let the cities go and rescue our people in Karamoja now, and the districts. We are lucky that we have some money to buy food from other parts of the country and take it to Karamoja. But this is a budget. Now we need to divert budget money to deal with that crisis. So therefore, this time, I want really you to be serious. To say the crucial programs first: defense and security, the railway, some of the roads, electricity, this health.
Luke chapter 12, verse 48 reminds us that to whom much is given, much is expected. This is indeed a call to national service because much has been entrusted to us and much is expected from us. Therefore, remember, this is Kisanja, no more sleep, no more corruption.
The Presidential CEO Forum has launched the second edition of the 2026 CEO Charity Run, an initiative aimed at raising funds to improve learning conditions for children with disabilities at Entebbe Welfare Children's School. Organizers say proceeds from this year's run will support the construction of additional classrooms, accommodation, and other facilities.
More than 200 children with disabilities currently attend Entebbe Welfare Children's School, but limited infrastructure continues to constrain learning and accommodation.
So we've tried to create facilities for them that allow them to study just like all the other kids.
It is this challenge that the Presidential CEO Forum hopes to address through the second edition of the CEO Charity Run, held under the theme, Save a Life, Change a Future.
We appreciate that you are giving your own time, your own resource, your mental stability to take time and support these so many 200 and plus families, because their parents in their stature may not be in position to take care of these children.
The fundraising campaign was launched at Entebbe Municipal Headquarters by the Mayor of Entebbe Municipality, Fabrice Rulinda. Partners and sponsors pledged continued support for the initiative, describing it as a collective effort to improve the lives of children with disabilities.
This is a noble cause. The run that the CEO is putting together is not for profit. She's not taking any of this money. We're giving it all to a very noble cause.
All proceeds are going to go to a beautiful school, the Entebbe Welfare Primary School, that accommodates over 200 pupils from P1 to P7.
We are so grateful for this initiative, and really we pledge that whatever comes out, we are going to be so grateful.
And working with all of us, we shall be able to reach out to a greater number of learners that are still in the communities. Some parents still don't bring their children out to school.
The 5-kilometer CEO Charity Run will take place on 16th August in Entebbe Municipality, with organizers encouraging the public to participate and support the fundraising drive.
We've supported quite a number of causes in the community, and for us, impacting communities is at the heart of Tembo Steels. As we do industrialization, employ people, we are also able to give back to the communities.
Why it's important? Because it's the best place to build our relationship. It's the best place to build our relationship.
Charity Marion Imnat and Sulaka Gukube, reporting for UBC News.
103 retirees from UPDF 3rd Division have been urged to invest their retirement benefits in productive ventures. The 3rd Division Commander Major General Wilberforce Seronkoma said this during a send-off ceremony of the retirees held at the division headquarters in Moroto District. Details follow.
From rigorous training to prepare them for military life to making numerous sacrifices in their line of duty and facing reality of bravery of constant risks of injury or death. Despite all these sacrifices, they have served their country, protected fellow citizens and beyond borders.
So I'm retiring. It's really very good. Unfortunately, I'm going back home.
I've not yet died. I'm not a casualty. I will be back again.
I've served for 54 years. I'm long serviceman. I'm now going back home safely. My plan is to go and maintain, take my family together because they miss me. So the president have done for us. I request his cabinet to promote His Excellency to the rank of Field Marshal.
After over 20 years, 135 non-commissioned and 14 officers serving under 3rd Division have retired. The UPDF 3rd Division Commander Major General Wilberforce Serunkuma officiated at the send-off ceremony of the retirees held at 3rd Division headquarters in Moroto District.
Retire from active military services. Remember that retirement is not the end of service. Rather, it marks the beginning of another phase in which your leadership, discipline, and experience will continue to benefit your families, communities, and our country. Otherwise, me as 3rd Division, I'm very proud of you because if we are to speak about peace, Karamoja, as it was before and after, I think tuko na sababu ya kusema kwamba we are on top of the situation.
Serunkuma urged retirees to use their retirement benefits in productive investment. Retirees were given certificates of service, later escorted with a band in celebratory moods of successful service.
The Uganda Vocational and Technical Assessment Board has strengthened its partnership with the Uganda Prison Service to improve vocational skills training and competency-based assessment for inmates. The collaboration is expected to enhance rehabilitation by ensuring inmates acquire nationally recognized skills that can help them earn a living after serving their sentences. Our reporter has the details.
Uganda Vocational and Technical Assessment Board is deepening its collaboration with the Uganda Prison Service as part of efforts to transform prison rehabilitation through competence-based vocational training and nationally recognized skills certification. The initiative follows a capacity-building workshop for prison trainers and instructors drawn from correctional facilities across the country.
We want to celebrate the successful completion of the training and capacity building workshop for prisons trainers on competence-based assessment. This training signifies an important step in our collective journey to work with the Uganda Prison Service to assess and certify the competencies of the inmates. It is important to recognize that UTAB's assessment and certification will be part of the constructive rehabilitation mechanism of inmates by recognizing and awarding their skills to engage in productive activities.
Under Uganda's reformed TVET system, vocational training is now industry-led with greater emphasis on practical competence. UVTAB says assessments will focus on what learners can actually do rather than the qualifications they hold, making graduates more competitive in the labor market.
But that, I want you to go with the message that the curriculum that will be out of us will not be the usual curriculum we have had. We want to produce people. If you're a carpenter, I know you do a lot of carpentry in the prisons. You're a carpenter.
The Uganda Prison Service welcomed the partnership, describing it as a major milestone in strengthening vocational education within correctional facilities. 76 prison trainers participated in the workshop, with officials expressing confidence that the new assessment framework will improve the quality and recognition of prison-based skills training.
Uganda Prison Service is very grateful for the partnership with UVTAB, and we assure you that we are up to the task. They are doing practical work in different trades, and it is our firm belief that those ones senior 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 who are doing practicals, theory papers and projects with the new curriculum should also be certified and they go home with another certificate.
Prisons officials also appealed for competency certification to be extended to learners undertaking practical subjects under the new lower secondary curriculum.
The Anti-Corruption Magistrates Court before Magistrate Paul Mujuni has charged and remanded Kurobe Samuel, the acting town clerk of Lower Town Council, Namisindwa District, on one count of abuse of office. According to prosecution, in the financial year 2025-2026, Kurobe Samuel in Lower Town Council, Namisindwa District, being employed by Namisindwa District Local Government as Senior Assistant Secretary and assigned duties of acting town clerk of Lower Town Council, in abuse of the authority of his office, did an arbitrary act prejudicial to the interests of Namisindwa District Local Government, where he purchased land in Kungusel, Bonambovi Ward in Lower Town Council District, Namisindwa District, for Lower Town Council at 40 million Ugandan shillings. According to this, was an contravention with the procurement procedures and regulations for purchase of property by a local government. Kurobe Samuel pleaded not guilty to the alleged offense. Prosecution informed the court that investigations are complete and asked the court for more time. Although Kurobe Samuel, through his lawyer, was ready to apply for bail, this was impossible due to time, and Magistrate Paul Mujuni remanded Kurobe Samuel to Luzira Government Prison until the 14th of August 2026, where he will make his bail application to court. He was arrested by police together with the local Ministry of Local Government and State House Anti-Corruption Unit following the evaluation and monitoring exercise in Namisindwa District.
Lower Town Council, Namisindwa District, for Lower Town Council as Ugandan shillings 40 million in contravention of procurement procedures and regulations for purchase of property by local government.
The Office of the President has halted the planned additional payment of the 2.1 billion Ugandan shillings to GATT Consults Uganda Limited. The directive was after an inspection of the Chowa Chinga Road in Kabelebyong district that revealed shoddy works on the 16.4-kilometer road. Take a look.
Of the RDC Secretariat and Anti-Corruption Unit in the Office of the President, Major Martha Samuel led an inspection by government-funded projects in Kabelebyong district. The inspection was to assess progress and value for money appropriated for projects in Kabelebyong district. Among the projects inspected was the 16.4-kilometer Achowa Chinga Road constructed by GATT Consults Uganda Limited, where they found shoddy works.
When you are talking about no value for money, these are the issues. The money talked of the culverts being on the surface. This is one of the what? Of the culverts which is on the surface.
On the same road is a Chinga Bridge which links Achowa Town Council to the surrounding communities. Major Simwe, accompanied by the Commissioner for RDCs in Eastern Region, Colonel Retired Oguli Damzung, expressed dissatisfaction with the quality of work executed on the road.
This is not a road.
It's not a road.
There is no value for money.
There is no value for money here.
Yes, let's go.
Following the inspection, Major Simwe directed the District Engineering Department to immediately halt the planned additional payment to the contractor and summon the company.
Besides the culverts being on top, and here the bridge, because I can see it giving way on the sides, I want to call upon the contractor to come back here and he does good to this project. If he does not do good, engineer, don't release any funds until you are satisfied of the quality of the works.
Kapelabyong District Acting Engineer Charles Oule said the project is valued at 2.1 billion shillings, adding that 884 million shillings had already been paid to the contractor. He noted that the district had earlier stopped the contractor from continuing with the works after revealing defects in their work.
I came here and I found them working, and I gave them an instruction to stop work immediately. And as we talk, the works that you are seeing there are not paid for.
Commissioner for RDCs in the Eastern Region, Colonel Retired Damzung Ogoli, called on implementing agencies to uphold quality standards in the execution of government projects.
Don't commission anything in this district if you don't have the BOQs in time to study and know what it is.
They must investigate and bring to book all these people who are pulling down these programs in order for them to be brought to book and we get to understand.
The inspection is part of the Office of the President's ongoing nationwide campaign to strengthen accountability and ensure government-funded projects meet the required standards before public funds are released.
In more news tonight, the Lions Club of Uganda have reaffirmed their commitment to serving communities through the 8 global causes of Lions Club International: vision, hunger, diabetes, childhood cancer, the environment, humanitarian service, youth and disaster relief. The District Governor of Lions Club International District 411B, Lion John Biarugawa Kikanu, has commended the Lions Club of Kasese for its commitment to We Serve through impactful service projects that continue to improve lives and promote sustainable development across the Rwenzori sub-region. Lion Kikanu is undertaking his official district governor's visits to more than 60 Lions clubs in District 411B to strengthen clubs, review service activities and inspire greater community impact.
District, especially during floods, with emergencies to help the people who have been affected.
District Governor for 411B Uganda, Lion John Kikanu, has launched a campaign to plant more than 10,000 fruit trees in schools across Kasese district, reinforcing Lions Club International's global cause of environment.
One of the services the club is doing here in Kasese is tree planting. They are planting to plant 10,000 mango trees in various primary schools in Kasese district. And one of the primaries they have chosen is the Railways Primary School. And the club will be moving in other schools where the 10,000 mango trees will be planted.
The governor joined learners, teachers, lions, leos and local leaders in planting fruit trees at Railway Primary School in Kasese municipality. The trees are expected to improve the school environment while providing shade and nutritious fruits for learners. The campaign builds on the successful Green Kasese initiative led by the Lions Club of Kasese, which has strengthened the municipality's environmental conservation efforts.
What we have done is that we have planted trees which have really helped one on beautifying Kasese town. Like if you go on Mucherani Street, we planted quite a number of trees. They have beautified the town. They have improved on air saturation, and these trees in this town actually are encouraging more people to plant more trees because of the beauty they have seen, because of the advantages they have seen. They have now started planting more trees. Now,
Governor Kikanu commended Kasese municipality for partnering with the Lions Club, saying collaboration is vital in delivering sustainable community service. Receiving the district governor, Kasese municipality mayor Chance Kahindo praised the Lions Club for its continued contribution to beautifying the municipality through tree planting and urban greening initiatives.
Talk of planting trees in Kasese, then you are really talking to the person who has been in Kasese for all the years. We need more trees in Kasese. Any tree that is not harmful to human health is needed in the Kasese town, so that people can easily can be accommodated in the Kasese and have some good oxygen to breathe.
The president of Lions Club of Kasese, Lion Louis Ntungwa, said the visit forms part of the district governor's official club visits to review service projects, encourage members and strengthen implementation of the organization's global cause.
A program of planting trees. We are told we are going to plant more than 10,000 mango trees, and the launching has been done from Railway Primary School.
Governor Chikanu later toured the Kasese Eye Clinic, Orphanage Support Project and Greening Initiatives, commending the club's service in health, education and environmental conservation. District 411B comprises more than 60 Lions clubs and nearly 2,500 Lions and Leos serving communities across Uganda. Worldwide, Lions Club International has more than 1.4 million members united under the motto, "We serve, delivering hope and lasting change through volunteer services."
I love you so much. I'm happy to see you, all of you. Starting from P1, Aba P1 Valai.
You for coming, and I wish you should keep visiting this school.
Young people have been urged to actively participate in efforts to address climate change challenges, as many continue to fall victims of climate change disasters. The call was made during the local conference of youth and children on climate change and Uganda's premier youth-led climate summit convened under Iyango in Kampala.
Despite their significant contributions, the bottleneck in the fight against climate change remains with young people not receiving the necessary support they require to present and upscale their solutions. Given that today's youth will face the brunt of climate change tomorrow, their real-life experiences can help sharpen policies that are more responsive, practical, inclusive and data-backed. Thus, it's important that policymakers and youth come together at one platform to discuss challenges and opportunities to reshape the climate change response. In Uganda, communities are increasingly experiencing prolonged droughts, devastating floods, unpredictable rainfall, and rising temperatures, all of which are affecting agriculture, water sources, and food security. In a youth conference on climate change, organized under the theme Children and Youth-Led Climate Action and Innovations for Resilience and Development, stakeholders in climate change discuss practical solutions for environmental conservation.
We've had the government speaking, we have had many other people speaking, but it all goes back to me, the person out there. So if we can have such information and such knowledge in our mindset, and then we take it on, every day, not waiting the government to tell us what to do, but we take up that responsibility, it will be very good.
That are changing, the weather is changing. It is climate change. Climate change is real. It's affecting our economy, our livelihoods, every sector of the economy.
Participants also exchanged ideas on protecting the environment to reduce the devastating effects of climate change.
The development of the program, its implementation and its assessment, there must be young people involved. But we also encourage, as a social behavior change initiative, the government to engage these children and young people when they are developing their own programs.
It means that every child can lead by example. We can plant trees, reduce plastic waste, keep our communities clean, and inspire others to care for our planet.
Most important to understand our personal responsibility and also to take up the action towards the climate change.
Those who attended the conference shared the knowledge and skills they acquired during the engagement, emphasizing the importance of environmental conservation.
My main motive of attending is to add on a voice of doing exactly what has been taught here.
Plant one tree, pick up one piece of litter, save one drop of water, inspire one friend.
The conference made recommendations that will be submitted to the government and parliament ahead of the COP31. Deborah Namamonde, Viola Nansuga, UBC News.
Plant one tree, pick one piece of litter, and make a friend. There you have it. But in more news tonight, the Local Governments Act, CAP 138, provides for the qualifications of candidates seeking election as local council 2's chairpersons, including who is eligible to contest and who is mandated to elect them. It is on this legal foundation that the Office of the National Chairman of the National Resistance Movement, through its manager, Hajat Hadija Namyalo Uzezi, has called upon all duly elected local council 1's chairpersons to participate in the forthcoming local council 2's elections. Details follow.
On 28th July 2026, eligible registered Ugandan voters elected their LC1 chairpersons in 71,214 villages across the country. The Local Government Act CAP 138 stipulates that elected LC1 chairpersons are eligible to contest for the position of LC2 chairperson at the parish level, with elections conducted by the respective LC1 committees as provided for under the law.
If we add our national resistance movement percentage plus our independent leanings, I think overall we had 91.2%.
In the recent concluded LC1 elections, the National Resistance Movement NRM secured 71.7% of the positions. It is on this basis that the party chairperson, General Kaguta Museveni, has urged the elected LC1 chairpersons to contest for LC2 leadership positions. In a message delivered by Ajati Adija Namyalo Uzeye, the party is determined to register an even bigger victory in the LC2 elections than it achieved during the LC1 polls.
We still have ladies, the women councils we have sub-county, we have parish, and as well we are going in for the districts. I urge you guys to go and contest. As I've been saying, go and contest. Don't you think that you can't manage? Go and contest.
She also called upon elected LC1 chairpersons of their respective committees to fully participate in the elections scheduled for 10th August 2026.
Go and contest. Women, go and contest. For us, we shall back you up at the district, because that's where our vote is for the nation.
Namyalo also criticized individuals whom she accused of persistently attacking her and the office of the national chairman.
Whatever comes my way, I will fight back. And this time round, legally. Not through wala. Namyalo has been mistreating you, I've been mistreating you, but you've been bringing yourself to me. Any allegations are welcome. But facts scrutinized with evidence to ensure that sanity is seen and to ensure that justice has been revealed to both parties. But appreciate someone who has ever given you something, even if it's small.
A total of 10,717 parishes are expected to elect their LC2 chairpersons next Monday.
The Minister of Local Government, Balam Bargahara, has intensified action against local leaders accused of mismanaging government projects at the lower local government level. During a visit to Buhweju district on Friday, Minister Balam directed that the district LC5 chairperson and 9 other officials be handed over to the Police Criminal Investigations Directorate and the State House Anti-Corruption Unit for investigation over alleged corruption. The minister also directed that the acting district health officer at Kunde Prudence be suspended from duty pending investigations into the alleged misconduct.
This is how the Minister of Local Government, Balam Bargahara, was received in Buhweju district this Friday afternoon. Balam is in the countryside to inspect and assess performance of key government projects. In Buhweju district, the local government minister has interacted with district leaders.
But I have come to address the problems, some of the problems, and to launch investigation
The expanded district council was attended by, among others, politicians, technocrats, and members of the general public.
So whatever we are doing it as a one government approach. Not here to victimize anyone, but even you're a thief, I will announce you here, and I'll tell you this is the report we have about you.
Based on the earlier intelligence gathered by the minister's ground teams, a section of district officials were blamed for ongoing corruption in the area.
She connived with the human resource of the district and service commission to secure a fake appointment letter of senior nursing officer, but her salary was nursing officer. The contention here is that she did not have the required work experience for the position of district health officer.
Most notably, Balamu's reports pointed at the district chairperson.
It's alleged that the contractors seeking to undertake district works are threatened with exclusion from district business unless they provide money in form of bribes to the district chairperson. The chairman received on his bank account held in Central Bank from one of the contractors in the district. A bank slip is attached of 14 million.
The report further implicated the district chairperson for babysitting the duties of the District Service Commission, which in the end has slaughtered effective service delivery.
According to the information available, one of the understanding arising from this political alliance was the district chairman would facilitate the appointment of his political ally to the District Service Commission. As a result, the District Service Commission allegedly became heavily compromised.
In many cases, witnesses were present to attest to the mentioned allegations.
Intimidating because in evidence nyingi ezibabire ne bansendikira ahamoro mugwanje. Right now, honorable, nimbasa kuba third safe. Where I'm working as a midwife in Mchimani for a day and night shifts.
No one is going to touch you. Number two, now I ask the DISO and the DP of to oversee your security.
At the end of the day, the local government minister ordered for the interdiction of the acting district health officer pending further investigations.
I want to be promoted, but the problem when we had applied the other time.
Promoted to what?
To assistant nursing officer.
How long have you been working?
23 years, but they are promoting those who of 2 years.
Let us audit that. We shall give you feedback within 7 days.
We request for a substantive DHO. We are tired.
You get the topmost qualified person in the district, in the health department. The topmost qualified in the district.
For cases related to delayed payment of tea seedling suppliers by the central government, Balam was committed to table the matter to relevant ministries. Balam concluded the Friday visit with a public address held at the district headquarters grounds. Robert Nyango, UBC News.
The State Minister for Gender, Labour and Social Development, Mary Kutesa Kamoli, has called on cultural leaders to support efforts aimed at increasing women's access to land ownership, saying that this will enable them to invest, create jobs and contribute more to Uganda's economic growth. Minister Kutesa made the remarks while officiating at the closure of the Women Entrepreneurship and Empowerment Program under UWEP at Sheraton Hotel in Kampala.
According to Minister Kutesa, women constitute the majority of Uganda's population but continue to face challenges in accessing productive resources, particularly land, which limits their ability to expand businesses and investments.
It's for most women in this country. If they're going to plant coffee, they're on their husband's land, they'll tell them, no, ma'am, that's my land, don't plant your coffee there. Or if she plants it, he will take it over anyway. So most women will not engage in activities that are permanent on land. On the father's side, the same story. You got married on the other side, you can't come here to plant land. The land is for the Chika, members of the clan only. So you have the bigger population of the country without a right to own land, invest on it as their own. Why? Because they're owning just about 6% of registered land, and a maximum of up to 20% of the unregistered land.
The Women Entrepreneurship and Empowerment Program under UWEPO has supported more than 600 women groups across the country, equipping them with skills and resources to establish businesses, including green enterprises that have created employment opportunities.
600 women. If each employs 10 women, we are talking about 6,000 jobs.
When looking at our monitoring and evaluation reports, I observed that Uganda stands out, having produced the best results and the biggest impacts.
Some beneficiaries praise the government for supporting them, saying the initiative has improved their livelihoods and strengthened their businesses, but calls for financing to help them acquire machinery.
However, our capital is still minimal and we don't have enough machinery, so we are still making an appeal to the government to support us with machinery.
So we are requesting the government to come in and assist us with machinery and we improve on our work so that we can employ more women during our production process.
Muslims attending Jummah prayers at Bokoto Mosque have been urged to uphold the true values of Islam and avoid actions that tarnish the image of their faith. The call was made by the mosque's Imam Sheikh Badru Mwonge during Friday prayers attended by the newly appointed State Minister for Internal Affairs, Juma Uitonze Tseka, and other religious figures.
President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni nti oboolyawo ffe ng'abasiraamu azza tulowoozaako ebbanga lyonna n'olwekyo tumusabira nti awo babeere nga mukozesa emirimu gyegimu nti abasiraamu bangi muffe basomye bamanyi okuweereza era abeere ng'abalondayo ng'abateeka mu bifo eby'enjawulo ebikyasigaddeyo. Namba ngenda kudda mu bigere by'abasajja nga bataata bange bano bakati nange ndi mukulembeze nga bo mu busiraamu ziva mu mulamwa ntambule bulungi n'ensonga z'awumma mbere nga nkola ki nga nzisoosowaza nawe batannasoma oddeyo mukole ki musome kati fero gye tuzze naffe tulabawo opportunity ne tugamba waliyo omwana wa Sheikh Kasimu bamuyita Juma olwakakobe kati ngandumba Sheikh nti utabali mukole ki mumbe omwero okwebaza omukulembeze w'eggwanga His Yoweri Kaguta Museveni n'okwebaza abasiraamu bonna wamu n'empale waffe enkulu y'okubeerekamuleya ebiwazo n'okufuta enyumika okulaba omuganda waffe ono afuka minisita kuli wasiimu nno kuli wasiimu ddala olwa muganda waffe ono so mukama wange minisita njagala nkolonyo babiri basatu y'omukanda waffe wallahi inni akhshakum Allah wa atqakum lahu.
Religious leaders in Uganda are appealing to authorities in South Korea to consider the release of Chairman Lee Man-hee, the leader of Shiojonji Church of Jesus, who is facing legal proceedings. The Ugandan religious leaders, led by Pastor Martin Bakabulindi, says that their appeal is guided by religious principles, compassion, human dignity, religious freedom, and peaceful coexistence.
They are urging the South Korean authorities to handle the matter fairly and in accordance with the law, while also taking into consideration Chairman Lee's advanced age.
We are having a joint ceremony. So this joint ceremony, it joins all the pastors and religious leaders in different areas. Actually, it's not only we Ugandan who have done this, but in different areas, because the detention of Chairman Mani Ili, the leader of Chinchanji Church of Jesus, is, we believe that it is unfair and an injustice to make someone who is as old as 95 years to be in a detention center.
The leader's Seliman He has been associated with initiatives promoting peace, dialogue and cooperation among people of different faith.
We call upon maybe all the religious leaders in Uganda to come together and become one person. Since they are all serving one God, one Jesus, and also one Bible, there is no any way of division. Because you may find that maybe the detention of Chairman Manihiri, maybe on the other side would have come because there are some other division of religious leaders who are behind this. Therefore, we call upon different leaders in Uganda, especially we also call upon the interreligious council of Uganda to come and join hands together such that we bring unity in religious leader to become one, such that we can do what is right.
The appeal adds Uganda's voice to calls from religious and peace advocates seeking a peaceful resolution to the case.
His absence from us is a big burden to us because he has always been giving us a daily bread, has always been giving us a good word to mobilize us, to motivate us, but as I speak now, he's under detention, which means he can no longer deliver that word to us.
For ABC News, I am Sudat Kaye.
Over time, African indigenous communities have witnessed a derailing in their culture due to adoption of foreign Western ways of life by their people. It is behind this background that the Luo Foundation, an entity operating globally, has invented a digital museum to preserve their culture and also easily pass it to generations to come. This will be at an event aimed at bringing together all the Luo to reflect on how the community's culture and norms can be protected. Slated for Saturday, 8th August at Kampala Sheraton Hotel, the Luo Legacy Dinner will feature cultural dances, foods, languages and keynote speeches, and the launch of the digital museum.
We are excited because we've been able to finally get this together, a first ever Luo and Friends of Luo Legacy Dinner that is centered on celebrating our culture, exploring opportunities to preserve our culture and nurture our culture. This has been long coming because of the work involved in it, because of the mission, because of the vision that we are all convicted to. The big mission to really be able to have our culture properly documented.
We know that we come from a background of our culture being passed on from one generation to the next orally, but now we live in a digital era where stories are no longer being told at the bonfire, stories are told digitally, and also help the generation to come.
We're going to have the cultural meals, several performances, which is the culture dances and different kinds of performances. The Choli, the Lao, the Allure, the Adola, and last but not least, we shall be having the highlight of the evening, which will be the launch of the digital museum.
And that's it for today. Till the next episode.
Like a daily bando. Omuliro nguwulira muli mu mutima gukankana like drums. Kalakata. kalakata enendongo ya kusabura mikono juu free your fire free your fire free your fire.
We don't need anyone's permission to move forward. What we need is the power to do it our way. Spiro is not your typical EV company. It's the power grid for African ambition. A network that connects Nairobi to Kigali, Lagos to Lomé, Dar to Kampala. Not with cables and wires, but with clean, quiet, relentless movement. This is Africa, powered by us.
What if accessing government services became easier, faster, and closer to you? Introducing Service Uganda Centers, a new initiative designed to bring key government services closer to the people under one convenient location. Less movement from office to office, less unnecessary travel, better access to services and information. At the Service Uganda Centers, citizens will be able to access national ID services, passport processing, business registration, land and revenue services, and more, all in one convenient location. Whether you are in the city or upcountry, Service Uganda Centers are being designed with you in mind. Enjoy faster service, professional guidance, and a seamless customer experience. This is an initiative of the Government of Uganda, digitally powered by the National Information Technology Authority Uganda, NITA, under the Uganda Digital Acceleration Project Government Network. Service Uganda Centers, bringing services closer to the people.
MTN voice bundle. Ay. Load. Hey. Hello, Mama. Hey, it is me, your son, Opio. Hey, now, Mama, listen to me. MTN has the offer. Yes, it has the offer. You load from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. Now, they have free MTN to MTN minutes. And those minutes are there all day. So you load, you'll thank me later. Hey, Mama.
Load an MTN voice bundle between 7 a.m. and 8 a.m. and get 3 free MTN to MTN minutes valid all day. Dial *100 *21# and get your free minutes bully daily. Free your fire with free minutes from MTN. Together, our connection is unstoppable. MTN.
We don't need anyone's permission to move forward. We never have. What we need is the power to do it our way. To move our people, our goods, our ideas across cities that breathe with our energy. Spiro is not your typical EV company. It's the power grid for African ambition. A network that connects Nairobi to Kigali, Lagos to Lomé, Dar to Kampala. Not with cables and wires, but with clean, quiet, relentless movement. Every swap keeps the city running. Every ride links one life to another. We're copying no one else's future. It's we who powers the cities we live in. It's we who shapes the world they'll become. This is Africa, powered by us.
Welcome to the last segment of tonight, where the Uganda Bureau of Statistics has entered into a memorandum of understanding with the National Building Review Board to undertake a nationwide baseline survey of buildings in Uganda. The agreement was signed at the UBOS offices in Kampala during a ceremony attended by officials from both institutions. The NBRB delegation was led by the Executive Secretary, Engineer Flavio Gutowire, while UBOS was represented by its Executive Director, Dr. Chris Mukiza.
The absence of comprehensive and up-to-date data on buildings across the country has also made planning, monitoring, and regulation of the built environment more challenging. It is against this background that the Uganda Bureau of Statistics, UBOS, has entered into a memorandum of understanding with the National Building Review Board, NBRB, to undertake a nationwide baseline survey of buildings in Uganda.
It's a very important activity for us, and we hope that in our inaugural State of the Building Sector Conference, which we will have in December, between 9th and 11th of December 2026, that we will be able to tell the country the state of the building sector. And so this activity will form our flagship paper on the state of the building sector.
The baseline survey is expected to generate reliable and comprehensive data on buildings across the country, providing information that can support planning, regulation, policy formulation, and decision-making in Uganda's building sector.
Now, this survey is very important to the mandate of National Building Review Board. So for us at NBRB, what is important is we need to know the baseline. How many buildings do we have? How many buildings fall within a given category, Class A, Class B, Class C buildings, but also in terms of their structural configurations.
While speaking to Dr. Maurice Olengo, head of research at NBRB, explained that the partnership is aimed at addressing the existing gaps in building-related data and establishing a reliable statistical baseline for the sector.
This is very important for us because at the moment we are undertaking so many studies on the building sector. For instance, we are undertaking a study on how Uganda is prepared against earthquakes. And this is preceding a presidential directive, Executive Order number 1 of 2023. So part of the information we will be gathering from this baseline survey will feed directly into some of the work packages under addressing that executive order.
Dr. Olengo further noted that the data generated through the survey will help stakeholders better understand the status and characteristics of buildings in Uganda and guide interventions in the sector.
We want to understand, do these buildings actually have approvals? Do these buildings actually have provision for, let's say, persons with disabilities? And these are clearly enshrined within the Building Control Act, Cap 136, as amended.
Thomas Rutaro, Director of Methodology and Statistical Coordination Services, UBOS, welcomed the partnership, saying they expect the MOU to strengthen collaboration between the two institutions, improve the availability, quality, and use of building statistics.
As we implement this study, the Bureau is going to provide technical guidance on the survey design, the sampling, and the statistical methodology in line with national and international statistical standards, including the fundamental principles of official statistics.
The partnership between WUBOS and NBRB marks another step towards strengthening evidence-based planning and improving the management of Uganda's rapidly growing building sector. Robert Katamba and Kenneth Tanaba reporting for ABC News in Kampala.
Thank you so much, Robert Katamba and Kenneth Tanaba. MTN Momo Uganda has launched a nationwide campaign dubbed Cordio Mario, aimed at accelerating the adoption of digital payments in Uganda's transport sector, starting with border riders and commuters. Details follow.
The campaign seeks to reduce cash transactions by encouraging border riders to register for and actively use MTN Momo codes for receiving payments. The nationwide rollout will include rider recruitment drives, road shows, market activations, community engagements and media campaigns to increase awareness and encourage wider adoption of the cashless payments.
Geared towards streamlining and organizing finances for the border riders. A mechanism of trying to control their expenditures. You know, for them they have what we call in marketing or in economics impulsive demand. And they demand because of snowball effect and because of others' influence. Let's make our money, but we somehow jealously spend it, or carefully spend it, or plan for its expenditure.
Speaking at the launch, MTN Momo Uganda Managing Director Fraze Lupega said the initiative is part of the company's commitment to advancing Uganda's digital economy through greater financial inclusion.
We've just introduced a partnership between the Border Union and MTN Mobile Money, where we've enabled them to receive all their payments on a code. Every boda is actually going to be having a Momo Pay code, and our customers will be encouraged to pay using that because it gives them a number of advantages.
Lubega noted that digital payments offer convenience, improve security by reducing the need for carrying cash, and help riders build a financial record that can unblock access to business loans and other financial services.
That aspect of waiting for change is taken away. 3, when they collect cash, it's so easy for them to go and spend that money. So we've given them a channel where they can put their money, save that money, and earn interest while that money is sitting at the end of a day.
Under the campaign, riders will receive instant payments, enjoy free cash withdrawals and earn daily rewards, while customers will pay at no extra cost and stand a chance to win exciting prizes. MTN Momo says the initiative will contribute to a safer, more efficient transport sector while supporting Uganda's transition to a cashless economy and expanding opportunities for millions of Ugandans in the digital financial ecosystem.
Thank you so much for being a part of the bulletin. My name is Sharon Kyomugisha. Have a blessed night and a great weekend ahead of you. Bye-bye.